What up? Mic check, mic check. Mic check. All right.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Just about to go live on YouTube. So I need to change the channel. Sorry. Welcome to another live stream on YouTube. Let's do some more Travincal runs, shall we? Let's get rid of those things and start up Diablo 2. And let's just jump in. Starting with run number 1. Yeah, hi Violence. I know. I didn't realize I was still in Discord though.
Hello.
So that's where my friend said hello there. Let's go! Hey Flo Babo, how you doing? Not a problem. Was still in the stream starting soon screen. Man, those were some words right there. Wow. Not many drops there, but a few like set pieces and charms. It was interesting enough. Nah. Didn't realize I was still in Discord. It's no problem, man. We can talk later, I guess. Doing 100 runs is like 100 minutes plus minus showing off some stuff, etc. So about 2 hours, I guess. Wrist plate. This. Oh yeah, we now have a Hellfire Torch, which is why they're doing even more damage. Oh, I almost forgot. I think Splint May is garbage, right? It's not Skull Dust, no, it's Ice Blink. We need the... I forgot how it's called, but the exceptional version of that. No, 1 minute 6 seconds run. I don't know. I think we're going to average out at 1 minute again, which I'm still very happy with. There are some plans to like get better gear, like a Phoenix shield, and then of course our Chaos Rune Word. I'm still looking for a good base for that. And we could also transition into like Fortitude, a G phase, a Gore Riders, or maybe a Wartress, but those will be more expensive, I guess. But for now, we are fine. Just looking for some more runes. And I'm not even sure if like the runtime will be significantly lower. But yeah, as I said yesterday, like shaving off a couple of seconds in the long run is really beneficial. But since on Players 1 everything is dying so fast anyways, let's take a short run break at the next one and show off the gear. I forgot to do that. Oh, no items, huh? Oh, like no magics. That was tradery, I think. The ding. Let's pause it for a moment here. And let's... We got... Okay, my offer was denied. I'm looking for a +1 to Shadow Disciplines 12 faster hit recovery Grand Charm.
Yes.
To get the next breakpoint. So for the gear, still full Natalia set with an F rune in the weapon, perfect topaz in the helmet, 3 perfect topaz in the armor, Atma's scarab, Rhyme shield, Natalia's boots of course, a ring with 5% bonus to attack rating, which I don't think is very much, right? The calculation is like on the base of your attack rating. But it has 13% to magic find, and since we have the torch now, we don't need that much resistances from our rings, which is nice. So I want to replace this with a nasal ring if we find one. Hey Dreadswitch, how are you doing? Thanks for stopping by. You thought it was your tragedy? Yeah, it happens, right? I know I can turn it off, but I guess I have only a couple of things on there, so it won't go off too much, I guess. A Raven Frost, a Laying of Hands, and different attack rating, fast hit recovery, magic find charms with a Geats, and a Torch 1613. We got that for an East Rune, which was, I think, fair. And the Annie, which we got from Declone on yesterday morning, I think, yeah. We have now 206% magic find, and again, I would love to replace this with a nasal ring, maybe get a gold wrap. But yeah, let's just see how it goes and what we can find. And on the offhand, of course, a call to arms and a spirit shield. Come on. But this can happen where like Atmas is not proccing on the physical immune. It's very unfortunate, I guess. A ring. Let's clear everything else. Let's try this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, well. Yes, we are unlucky in this run. So if that happens, I don't know, count to 5, and if we don't get a don't get an amp damage proc in 5 seconds, I just next game it. It's not worth the time. Ooh, it's not even bad. 42 life. Let's put this in the stash for now. A ring with 42 life, that seems like a lot. There's a cool website called Charcy Food, where you can check your rare rings and I think circlets and boots and stuff, if they have a good or GG roll on them. Again, a physical immune, damn it. Wait, where's my music? Where is my music? There it is. Let me know if the audio is off for you, or maybe the music is too loud, or the game sound is too loud or too low. Because on my side it seems fine. My end. What's wrong with me? Sometimes I have really difficulty with the vocabulary, and sometimes not. Guess it depends on how tired I am. Again with the physical immune, but now we have the Atmos proc almost instantly, which is nice. Oh yeah, I haven't. Oh, and then we skip the next run if we or if I forget to next run it on the MF timer, then I will just skip one because it will average out at the same pace. We do run a little bit slower than yesterday and the day before that. But it's still right. Okay. So yesterday we found 2 lightning facets. I don't know what to do with them, but here you go, no? There you go. I did put them up on Cratery for, I think, reasonable prices, like an East Rune or something. But still no one bites, and I just think at the moment not many. Ooh, Grim. Wait, the Grim? Is this Natalia's again? You're still looking for a perfect roll, so... For one second I thought it's a winged helm for the Gilliam's face. Which would be nice. I think people are not looking at facets right now. Like they're looking for other pieces of gear before that, like their griffins and their enigmas and their whatever stuff.
Yes.
11, 25, 17. That's not good. That is not good at all.
Not in town.
Man, I'd love a perfect one, but the variables are so high. Like you can have 10 to 20 strength, 20 to 30 dexterity, 10 to 20 all res. Even have a better one than I have right now in my stash. Arguably better one. I think it's lower dex but higher resistances, which we don't need, I guess, right now, since we have the torch and the Annie. But I don't want to socket that also, so you need to teach me how to pronounce Gilliam. Yeah, Gilliam. Orphan's Call helmet. There you go. Got it. Orphan's Call is the set, so just need to work around that word. I mean, people say Shaco for the unique that is Harlequin Crest, right? It's just technically wrong. But it's easier to spell and remember. I try here, otherwise I'll do it on Discord later. Hard G like in graphics. Chiom. Chiom? That sounds wrong to my ear. Chiom. Chiom. Guess you have to spell it out very fast so no one notices it if you do it wrong. Chiom. I'd love to find some Chiom. GG. I mean, I just say Gully's face, right? I think I heard that expression before, like Gully's face. Yeah, I figured that it's French, but still doesn't make it much easier. I had some basic French in school though. Je m'appelle Goner. Almost level 90 here, which is very nice. So I've been thinking about the Chaos Runeword base. Almost everything works because of the IS that you get for on the Runeword, and since I'm not like in the Death Sentry market, I'd say, like I'm not about to spec into Death Sentry for the Whirlwind Assassin since I'm playing a hybrid with Blade skills. Only trap I'm laying is Blade Sentinel. I think a lot of those rune words are still fine. Sorry, a lot of those bases are still fine, which are considered not as good if you go like Death Sentry. Also, I kind of wanted to have 1 point into Dragonflight from my base, so I don't have to invest 4 points in the martial arts tree. I can put them in like Claw Mastery or Venom. So it's worth like 4 skill points, right? If you have 1 point into Dragonflight on your weapon. For me, at least. I will keep that armor, maybe for my mercenary, to put in 3 perfect rubies or something. I think I forgot the timer. I can do it now, I guess. Then this is just a short run. I mean, fastest time is botched anyways. To French in school and you used to raid with a French Norwegian woman and her last name is her last name is G-Face. Not bad at all. Yeah, it's G-Face, right? How did I miss that before? Julianne. What did you call me? Julian. And I really want that Chaos Rune word, and we have the currency for it, like we can like get ourselves an Ohm Rune and stuff, but there's no like available base on the trading platforms that I use, like Tradery and Discords, that have a good base out there. I don't need bases with Lightning Sentry. What am I gonna use Lightning Sentry for, right? There's like mediocre bases with like to Dragonflight, but that's it. It seems like a waste for the Ohm Rune to put in. I mean, we're still progressing, right? Now we have a Hellfire Torch, which to me it seems like we're doing a lot more damage. Maybe not a lot, but like it kind of shows that we had a significant upgrade to our damage. Also, we could respec. Dreadswitch, what base are you going for? Runic for main and Subaya for offhand. Yeah, you can do that. There are different options. Like, if I still want to run the full Natalia set, I would. Let me quickly verify here. I would put like the Natalias in the offhand and be fine with that, like attack speed wise, since it also has 40% IS. But later on, as you said, I might want to run a Phoenix Shield. Two weapons could be better. I've been testing a bit before the ladder came out, and with Whirlwind on its own, you do more damage with two weapons. I think that's what it felt like. But if you're talking Blade Fury, then Phoenix would be the better choice. So I don't know, right? Getting the Chaos first would mean I'd run it with Natalia's set. Yeah, it's also I'm also thinking about making a Phoenix Shield right now. Then I get the Vex runes that I need. Since I did trade my Burr rune. Wait a sec. Let me pause it for a second. I did some weird trades today. I traded my Burr rune for a Jar and one East, and then I traded my Jar rune for a single Burr rune, and then I traded the Burr rune again for a Jar and two East. So a net win of 3 East, if you ask me. Maybe someone else will give me a Burr rune again for the Jar, but if not, I'm totally fine with that, because I also can make a Phoenix in this Monarch, which I need to socket, of course. And for that, I have the Vex, I have the Low and the Jar rune as well. So I only need the Vex rune, and we can make one Vex rune out of the Gull and the 2 Easts. So basically we need one Vex rune. And we could do a Phoenix Shield. But, like, I'm in no rush to do so. Since I'm still farming Travincal, right? And a Phoenix Shield wouldn't do that much of a difference. I mean, maybe we need less hits. Maybe. I could see that being a thing. Could be a bit faster, maybe. And again, 2 to 3 seconds on 100 runs. It shows, I guess. Doing Lightning Sentry with Dual Claws. Yeah, that's like the go-to, I think. And there are pretty great claws out there. Galvex, not that hard to find, just wait until you find one. Yeah, I'm not, as I said, not in a rush, like, I'm not in a hurry to trade for them right now. They drop, it's fine. I don't even think I have something to trade for that, so... Not sure. I try to, like, trade the valuable things I find instantly or gift the not so valuable things instantly so I don't clutter my inventory. And I go a bit lean. Yeah, I'm spamming Trav, that's right. Problem I ran into as Bladesin are physical immunes. Yeah, that is... I mean, now you're running into lightning immunes, right? There's always something for most builds. You can do them with Fire Blast and Death Sentry, but it's not as fast. And physical immunes are not... There are not so many of them. I mean, the ghosts are, which is annoying, especially if you're running counters. Especially since they have a higher chance to drop runes. But that's also why my second item that I traded for was an Atmos, right? To have that amp damage proc. Resurrected and Soldier is really good. Phoenix Shield interrupts your Blade Fury. How do you mean with... How does it interrupt my Blade Fury? You're thinking about the Firestorm proc? I don't think that's the case anymore. They fixed that with patch 2.4. Like it was a bug fix. It was generally something that interrupted casts, but they fixed it. Lacerator is good, yes, you can also run it in Ethereal, but it's also not that common. It might be a bit expensive now that some people might want to use a Throw Barbarian endgame setup. I'm really liking Claws a bit better because you also get plus damage from your Claw Mastery and Critical Strike. So not a huge fan. And I'd rather have a decked out Mercenary with Reaper's Toll for the Crapify procs. It also gets rid of physical immunities for the most part. And you can have a Might Aura with him, which also boosts 0 damage. I mean, it... Yeah, Phoenix Shield doesn't interrupt him. Yeah. With Phoenix and found that Firestorm interrupts Blade Fury. I don't know, when did you do it? I mean, I'm assuming you didn't do it now on 2.4 or ladder, right? And I tested it on the PTR and on single player on 2.4 and it seemed fine. So I don't recall any issues with it. There are only like 2 shields that can get 4 open sockets, right? For non-paladins. Like Monarch shields and the Ward, I think. Ward shield? What's it, what it's called? The big one that needs 175 strength. Want me to show you? I know how that's gonna work. 3. Well, it might be one that has even higher strength requirement. Aegis. Yeah. I find it kind of fun to do something else than the Monarch shield. Even though you need higher strength, which I don't mind. Need to take a look at that to see if it looks nice. Aegis. Oh, the Aegis. 219 strength requirement? You kidding me? Does Phoenix have lower requirements? I don't think so, right? The Phoenix is like the perfect shield for Travincal farming. Like it has the +2 life, +2 maximum fire resistance, fire absorb. Kinda cool. Hey Kasan, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Hello there, bro. I found your YouTube channel 2 days ago, and I'm loving this build. It's so much fun. Thanks. Happy to hear that. Great that you are having fun with it. I also have a lot of fun with it. That's why I'm playing it. And yeah, I'm glad that I could inspire you a bit with this awesome build. Hey Mariusz Kozno, how are you? Why not martial arts? Well, I mean, that's a question that you can ask universally, like, why not this, why not that? But if you talking assassin specifically, I mean, martial arts is great, but it's a whole different build in terms of gearing. And I think it's also more difficult at the start. I think Violence, who's in the chat, he started out as martial arts assassin, may still be martial arts assassin, so he can give some insights. But I like the playstyle of the Blade Fury more. At the start of my YouTube videos for patch 2.4, I tested out the martial arts assassin a lot and I had a lot of fun. And later on I discovered the Blade Fury assassin and I had a lot of fun with that. And yeah, eventually I had to make a decision and really loving the build. I used your build for assassin, but I have a problem with mana. What build specifically? Like martial arts now or Blade Fury? I mean, mana is always an issue at the start, since you don't have a lot of damage or no mana leech for replenishing your mana bar. So just use mana potions, right? I use mana potions a lot with this build as well, until I got the mana leech from now Natalia's set, which has 40% on it. So mana leech comes late sometimes. Maybe you find a Manalt ring. Dave, welcome. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Did you level up as Blade Fury? Yes, I did. You can, if you want, watch the live streams on the first ladder day. I fully committed to Blade Fury. I respec once to get more strength for my Natalia's Shadow because it needs 149 strength. But I only then opted out of Shadow Master. I ran Shadow Master first because it's very powerful to protect you and also does a lot of damage. So max that out if you are on a budget. But if you have some decent gear, so some mid-range gear like me now, you don't need them anymore because it can be a bit annoying. The Shadow Master will Mind Blast and turn things, and Sometimes that's annoying. You build blade, you don't use this NPC Master of Blade. No, yeah, good question. Like I was just saying, if you are on a budget, I highly recommend putting 20 points into Shadow Master. It will help you a lot. Especially when you are Blade Fury and standing behind and shooting your blades. The Shadow Master will tank for you, the Shadow Master will do the damage for you. Sometimes it behaves a bit strange, but for the most part, it's great and it survives Travincal on Hell. If there is no Conviction Aura and can tank all the Hydras for you and stuff. How much runs did I miss? Let's skip one. Can you post your build for level 40 and then 6 your maintenance tree? I can't post it, but we can quickly go through it. Like, you can also look up my videos on the hardcore Blade Fury Assassin. I leveled through the game on hardcore with a Blade Fury Assassin from start to finish. And like on Nightmare would be level 40. And like the early mid Hell would be level 60. But for starters, you want to put 1 point into Claw Mastery, 1 point into Burst of Speed, and 1 point into Cloak of Shadows. This is a very helpful tool. I cannot stress this enough. Use Cloak of Shadows. It will help you greatly, and I could say it's mandatory, which it might be. Maybe later on it's not that mandatory, but it's really great. And you want to put in your first points into Blade Sentinel then. I think it's around 10 to 12 points until you can get into Blade Fury, and then you max out Blade Fury. Then you max out Blade Sentinel, and you max out Shadow Master. And then you put the rest next points into Blade Shield and some into Venom. If you have some issues with resistances, put points into Fate. Fate is a really good tool to boost your resistances, since you don't need Burst of Speed to hit faster. Because Blade Fury will always hit at the same pace. It's not dependent on your attack speed. I just use it to move around quicker, and I have max resistances without Fate. That's why I use it. But if I were to use Fate, I'd have 10% more damage reduction and like ridiculous resistances of 200, 300 something. Rickard Lundström, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. You're making me tempted to go back to full-time Travincal with your video the other day. Yeah, it was insane on Sunday. Like 200 runs and 3 high runes. Wow. Hadn't had that much luck since, but like you average like a high rune on 1000 runs or something, or 800 runs. Okay, just said that Blade Fury interrupt when you target a monster in Phoenix Shield, but if you don't target and just chuck all the monster files, not. Yeah, that's I think. That's a thing that happens even without Firestorm, I guess. That's why I play with controller mostly. You can like do it with mouse and keyboard. I can show it to you here. Like it's also not an issue. If you are using like quick cast and a hotkey for it, like I have it on X, and oh, there's Conviction Aura. I can just stand there, press X, and then mouse over to the monsters I want to kill. There was a lag in there. And I don't see the health of the monsters, unfortunately, like that. But it will not interrupt the Blade Fury, as you can see. Like. Also, sometimes if they stand too close, it sometimes does not register the hit. But yeah, as you can see, I'm not interrupted by anything. Cloak of Shadows and Mind Blast are the 2 best CC spells in the game by far. Yeah, that's true. I haven't put 1 point into Mind Blast at all, even not while leveling, because my Shadow Master took care of it, and I personally not a fan of the spell, but I know it's something that keeps you safe and it's very handy. Like, I don't like converting monsters. I like to kill them. You don't screen traps? What do you mean? Like you need the trap? I mean the trap skill tree is... it's not that hard, right? I mean, why is my counter not running? Strange. Yeah, like max out Blade Fury, then Blade Sentinel and Blade Shield last. And in between, if you can, max out your Shadow Master first. Shadow Master is the most important one, even before Blade Fury, because it will just help you that much. What the fuck is happening? They are extra fast, huh? $200 isn't that much. I would barely accept Gruvax value from the little. Yeah, that's true. I mean, on now Monday and Tuesday combined, I did 200 plus runs, 200 on stream and then some in between, just for myself. And I haven't found anything even close to what I found on Sunday. That was pretty insane. You have auto aim on controller, right? Yes, some sort of like soft auto aim. Like it generally you can look. Generally, it aims at a monster that you are looking into the direction to. Like if I look to the left, it aims at the monster to the left, and if I look to the right, and so on. But yeah, there are some instances where I can just sit in the or right at the Travincal console, right at the stairs inside, and yeah, just shoot my Blade Furies and don't even need to bother like aiming at something. It depends on where the monsters spawn. Like we get this one here, but if I like go down here and I just press the button for Blade Fury and not doing anything else. And the last ones might be a bit too far, like this on the left here. So I need to move up a bit, but for the most part, it just works great and it's really, really nice, nicely implemented. Ancient armor's garbage, right? Yeah. Mind Blast is situational. I've done like 100 nil attack runs today and Mind Blast has saved me from many. Yeah, nil attack, Halls of the whatever it's called, that ward, whatever, is one of the toughest areas in the game, and with the nastiest monsters that can spawn there, so Mind Blast comes in very handy. Am I full on stash again? Gold. Have you also have a Shadow Master and a Act 5 Mercenary, right? Ogre Maul. IK Hammer. I don't know. Anyone needs a IK Hammer? Because I can just give that away. Oh, okay, yeah, I can show it again, no problem. If you want to screenshot that, there it is. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, right? You just look for Blade Fury and then the synergies to it. So the more interesting part is like the Shadow Discipline, because you have some flexibility here. You want to go Shadow Master if you're on the budget, of course. And if you have more gear, you can opt out of Shadow Master. You can go more Venom. You can go more Claw Mastery. I like to put like enough points in the Claw Mastery to get like around 20% critical strike, because after that you need to invest a lot more points to get one additional percentage of critical strike. And I like to go into Venom, but yeah, I mean, it's not set in stone. You can also completely forgo Venom. Some people go to Death Sentry, they like that. And I also like Dragonfly to have the opportunity to teleport to enemies if they are like at a ledge, like or on a ledge, like in Travincal. Sometimes some of them are in the balcony, some are down, and just want to teleport to them. I get blue from Travincal runs 5/5 today. Blue? What do you mean by blue? I mean blue items drop all the time, but it's 5/5 sounds like a facet. Rank 16 in Claw Mastery. So, yeah, I had 17 without the torch and 16 without the Annie, so kind of lines up nicely with what you said there, yeah. Because before the Annie and the torch, I was respecking into it, and then with gear, I had 16 points into Claw Mastery. Or do you mean hard points? The way you said it, like rank 16, implies to me that you mean like overall with gear. Ooh, a unique ring! Exciting! Let's see what it is. Any guesses? Shadowmaster is good at level 18 plus. She tanked for World Diablo and the Ubers last night. Yeah, she's great. I mean, she's also very durable in PS8, which I only ever saw when I did on the first letter daily playthrough, the other guys. Unique ring. Oh, 16 soft points. Wow, okay. Then I can put in more than. Not another carrion. Come on, Richard. That's just cruel. I had like 2 of them. Ravenfrost. Ah, neat roll. Anybody need a Ravenfrost? I think I have another one here, right? Or maybe I traded it. Dwarf Star wouldn't even be that bad. I might wear that. I remember the times when I was identifying nasal rings all the time, and now that I need one, yeah. That's the game, right? This song again. And next it. You'll take Ravenfrost? Yeah, you can have it. If you come to Europe, be ready for it. I will make a game after this run, and I can give you the Ravenfrost. And also, thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in, Darodar-chan. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great day. 28 in Wisp is big. Wisp, yeah. I was talking Carrion Wind. Yeah. I was thinking Carrion Wind. Yeah. Yeah, I will find another, I guess. I mean, the Khans is very good on jewels and rings and amulets and stuff. Sometimes I need to double check if I missed something. So I'll be making Goner 5, password 5. Are you in hell already? I hope so. It's on Europe. I don't know if NA is down. I'm I'm from Germany and playing on Europe anyways. Yeah, servers on console also down, huh? Also, welcome, Dave. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day. Also, welcome, Sebastian Chenard. I hope I somehow pronounced that right. Hope you have a wonderful day. What are you guys all playing? Like, what's your character? What's your build? What's your game? Where did I put it? There you go. Are you here? Perfect, sir. It's funny how you call me sir. I'm not that old. Dave, loving your videos, just wish I could find console people to play with. Yeah, thanks for that. I'm glad that you like them. Hope you get some inspiration of it, maybe some insights. And yeah, console is hard, man. Like, you'd have to find maybe a good Discord where people are on console playing. Maybe some Facebook group. I'm not advertising for Facebook group or anything here, but like there is like a Diablo 2 Resurrected Germany group, for example. And for that, Facebook is sometimes pretty good to find other like-minded people around a certain topic. And there are a lot of people like playing on PlayStation there. Not so much on Xbox. I mean, I personally have an Xbox, but PlayStation is also great. And might be a bigger player base there. I don't know. Oh yeah, maybe I should resume my runs. Let's call them bonus runs. Java Zone, but watching you I'm tempted to start an assassin. Funny enough, it's not the first time I've heard it. I mean, you could say people kind of slept on this build. I mean, I was doing videos about it, but of course I have not that kind of reach yet, like other big content creators that put this build at C tier or lower, which just means like the items are cheap, right? So if you want to rock this build, you get full Natalia set for like almost nothing, especially on non-leather. On leather it might be worth a bit, especially the weapon because it's kind of rare, but for the most part... Ooh, another Geats. Also, anyone need a Geats? I mean, I have 2 in my stash, like 21 and 22 MF. Not that great, but still, if you happen to need one, I'm happy to give that away. 38%, let's go. That's an upgrade right there. 3% more. Let's pause it. No! I've put it in the wrong chest. It'll just be following you. I have like a 21 and a 22 Geats to gift away. Like, someone needs it. Kai said you need one. Hop onto Europe server. I will make a game. Just give me a second here to sort myself. And let's 2 days, find 38% Geats. That seems okay, right? Yeah. Can I get another one? Emosi 4 gold coin on it, so even lower one would help. Yeah, sure. Let me create a game. Goner 6, password 6 on Europe. Red Switch, I was going Blades just like you, but I deviated to Dual Claw Trapper Whirlwind. Immune physical stir me off. Dual Claw Trapper. Is WW Whirlwind? I mean, that sounds awesome. Let me see which one has more gold find. 131 gold find here. It's the highest one. Who's K-Trapper? Is this K then? You are my then? I mean, you can just say yes, right? Not the best method of checking, but there you go. Can you stay a second and I will spawn the P3 console so you can see that I can also do it on P3. No, don't leave. Oh well. 10 players too, I guess. No thanks, I have BO. I have a CTA. Because I was too slow to get to the council. You can hork whatever's there, right? Let me get the charm. Sam Lorimer Jr., thanks for stepping by. Nice to see you. How are you? How's your day going? Yeah, I mean that is an idea to like have people drop in the game and do players free, but for now, don't get me wrong, I just want to do quick games and not worry too much about organizational stuff around that. So I'm fine with P1, but thanks for offering. Hope you're having a great day and nice drops. WW is woven because I like the change to it. Plus chaos does magic damage. I will be physical, lightning, fire, poison, magic damage. Yeah, I mean, that's a way to get around physical immunes, right? Hi, bye. Is it worth getting full Nuts Blade Assassin? Looking real fun. I mean, first of all, welcome to the stream. And second of all, it depends on what you mean by worth it. I mean, I'm doing like 1 minute average time. Today we're a little slow, but usually we do 1 minute trav runs, and you can decide by yourself if you think that it's fast, that it's good or not. If you have better methods to farm Travincal, if you like farming Travincal. If you like farming something else, like maybe cows, this might not be the best build for it, since we have a high single target burst damage component and less area of effect damage, though some people might want to go Death Sentry with this, so they have AoE damage, and I have not tested it out myself, but I guess it's a viable route if you want to go cows. So I personally can recommend this build. With full Natalias, you also want the Laying on Hands to have even more damage to demons if you want to go Travincal. So yeah, there you go. Hope that kinda answers your questions. I mean, it's something that you have to think about yourself. What do you want to play? What is fun to you? What areas you want to farm? Do you want to do Travincal over and over and over and over and over? Or do you want maybe a build that's has more versatility? I mean, I can also farm other areas with this build, but it's for now it's the most efficient way to get high runes, to get charms, to get jewels, to get amulets and rings. And Travincal has been treating us really nice, especially in the first days of ladder. So I be nice to Travincal as well. Awesome, thank you for the advice. You definitely inspired me to go full nats and ladder. Yeah, it's a great set. It's also a good set if you want to go martial arts assassin. Like for starters, it's not the end game gear. Like for Blade Fury, you want something like Fortitude, Gilliam's Face, I may have said it wrong again, Chief Face, Gore Riders, maybe a Plague Rune Word, or a Fury Rune Word, or a Chaos Rune Word, Phoenix Shield. So that's end game, and I have a video about that on my channel. You may want to check that out. Doing Players 8 Chaos Sanctuary with endgame gear on the Blade Fury Assassin. So just check that out, and yeah, as I said, decide for yourself if this seems like fun to you and give it a go. I'll accept G-Face. Thank you, I appreciate that. Sam Lorimer, let me catch up on your messages. No worries, man. Packing up to move to scout your channel recently, good stuff. I simply rolled Jefferson as my storage card on there, so far only found Jar. I mean, Jar is like one of the best finds you can have, right? And it's just been, what, like 5 or 6 days? It's huge. Shout out if you need an extra body, happy to log in. That sounds weird with the body, but yeah, thank you. Also, Jefferson is a great starting character. Like, I'm usually really love to do cows over and over again, and Jefferson is the best character for that in the budget gear and in the high-end setup. So just do cows, man. They have also very good chance to drop runes because of the density. Also, I found like a Death's Fathom in it with I think it was with my Jefferson on non-ladder, that is. Greetings, stranger, I'm Korean player. Hey, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry I cannot spell your name though. Just let me know what to call you and I'll give you a shout out. Ooh, Flying Axe. Is it ethereal? It may be good, but I think it's only exceptional version, right? Not sure. Flying Axe sounds low. Maybe I should use my run counter, but I'm just distracted talking to you guys. Which I'm really grateful for, so keep asking questions, it's really fun. And we have the Gimmer Shred, which is not bad. I mean, there's a lot of elemental damage, and there we are again, like Threat Switch, this is a weapon for you, going to bypass physical immunes with your probe up if you ever happen to play one. And really bad with my run counter today. But like, the time is not that important. I mean, we kind of proved the last couple days that we have an average time of 1 minute, and maybe even less so if I leave. I know I always say we. Is it weird if I always say we? It's just a habit, I guess. If I really concentrate on it, I have sub 1 minute runs. What is Warsaw is Carbon, right? Yeah. So it's more about the run counter now. Because I want to do like 100 runs on stream. I want to say per day, but I'm not sure if I can keep up with that. Let's see how it goes. Man, lots of zealots here. Zealots are so weird, they're just running away. Like, they're not even trying to hurt me. They're like, oh no! What time is it there? I mean, if you look in the top right corner of my screen, you should see a time. And it's the time in Germany. So it's 6:26 p.m. "100 trap runs per day sounds like a solid tactic for burnout." Ugh. Maybe. Maybe. That's why I don't plan it right now. I'm not saying like I will be doing 100 runs per day on stream or something. Today I almost just, yeah, blew it off, or not blowing it off, because if you don't plan it, you're not blowing it off, but I didn't feel like it. I was like, okay, it's a bit much. Like I have streamed the past couple 2 days, and that's good enough. But yeah, after like relaxing a little bit, chilling a little bit, I just felt like, yeah, why not? Just do it. I mean, don't feel super stressed about it. Although it is exhausting and I'm still not very used to it and talking that much. It's also fun. It's also very fun. Wait, what's happening? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Oh, I clicked my run timer too soon this time. But yeah, it would average out on like 2-hour streams or something if I were to stream it. But I have 6-hour work days, so good work. We will see. I'm just happy and grateful for you guys to come by and visit me here at my stream, ask questions, participate. Makes it more fun. What item would you most likely to have? What you most like to have? That's a good question. The past items were like a torch and an Annie, which I now have. And the next item that I want to have is a base for a Chaos Rune bird. So preferably something like Runic Talons or Feral Claws with 0 or 3 sockets, because if they have 0 I can Lazuk them. But the most important difficult part is like getting the right plus skills on it. Like I would love to have +1 to Dragonflight, so I save 4 points in the martial arts tree. And something like +3 to Blade Sentinel, or +3 to Blade Fury, or +3 to Venom. Something like that. And is this another Battle Scythe? Didn't we just find this? Yeah, something like this. But it's not that hard. Sorry, it is hard to find on my own. And it's also hard to trade it, because most people, I think, won't keep them, and they have like +2 blade skills. No one, like, not many people are playing it. Usually they have like something with +2 lightning sentry or death sentry. +2 death sentry could be a possibility, but I haven't tested it. Hey sir, or CER, I don't know how you want me to say your name. So nice to see you. How was your day? Hope you're having some good drops and loot. So I ended up getting some gear, and now I'm rocking Lacerator, High Lords, Laying of Hands, IK Belt, Up Go Riders, Raven, Duality String, Torch, Annie, and also found the 3 traps to 3 Braid Free. Wow! Sounds awesome, man. You must be ripping through the monsters. That amount of crushing blow and stuff. No problem, my Korean friend. Ask any questions. Daru-Daru-chan, I got 3 socket, 3 blades of ice, 1 dragonflight, and 1 to Shadowmaster, I think. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, for a... I don't know if, like... It depends also on the base itself, like what claw type it is. You want an elite base, and then you want something with good attack speed, like base attack speed. But it sounds decent for a martial arts assassin or something. For Phoenix Strike assassin with the elemental claws. Blades of Ice is not bad. I have a video up where I clear, I think it's ancient tunnels with Blades of Ice only, and it's like comparable to do just Phoenix Strike. There's so much variation in the martial arts assassin. It's very nice, and you can just adjust to where are you farming with it. Like if there are no cold immunes but other immunities, you might just want to go single element. You can also just release the third charge of Phoenix Strike over and over again. There's flexibility. I think it's greater talents, something like that. Greater talents, I think, are exceptional quality, so not that great. I think greater talents and then is runic talents. Runic talents is the elite version of it, if I'm not mistaken. Richard, I had to drop from 90% crouching growth to 50 on my smite and I made grief. Still worth it, but feels bad. Yeah, I mean 50 is still a lot, right? Like every second hit, and with your fanaticism you will hit very, very often. I mean, for range attacks like Blade Free, it's even half that with half the damage. So, but I guess we hit more often. No. Telestaff is great, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how much one teleport costs you. But I guess if you're like doing Trav runs in between, you have enough gold. I mean, I'm almost max gold again. Not almost, but soon I will be max gold. I might be like 200 Trav runs to get max gold. Without like exceptional gold finding gear, I only have 177% extra gold. I could try doing this with like a chance guards. I did find some chance guards, but I gave them away to a friend because I lacked fire resistances back then without laying on hands, which is bad for this area. Not this stuff. Hey, Multipass, nice to see you. How was your day? This seems very akin to the crowbar. I mean, in terms of gearing your character, yeah, I can see that. It's akin to like physical builds in general. In terms of gameplay, there are some similarities, yeah. I mean, you're standing there throwing stuff, but that's where it starts and that's where it kind of ends. Like the whole kit of the assassin is vastly different from the barbarian, right? But yeah, throw barbarian was something I also tested out and also played through the game on normal with it, which was very nice. Was vast improvement over how's it called? Double swing barbarian. So for a normal playthrough. But I had a rough time doing Travincal on hell with budget gear on the throw barb. That's why I opted to not start with throw barb. If you have some gear, especially some good weapons, to quickly kill the enemies, to burst them down, then it might work. But the biggest strength of the assassin is Cloak of Shadows in terms of Travincal farming on a budget. Because if you use Cloak of Shadows, the Travincal members, the minions, will be blinded and will be just passive. They won't be spawning Hydras, and they, most of all, they won't be healing each other or the unique monsters. That means you have some time, and even if you have somewhat low damage at start, you can kill them one by one. If they heal each other, oh boy, it's so bad. And with the probe up, you have no tools. You have no Shadow Master to protect you. You have no Cloak of Shadows. You have, I think, some Shout, I guess. Maybe you can fear them or something. That would be an option, I guess. But not be like expert on barbs. Yeah, I can't even keep up with the chat. 115k for full repair, and I only use like 10 tele per run, give or take. Get about 70 charges. Yeah, it seems alright. Seems doable at least, right? To repair. Good evening again. Good evening to you, Remington. How are you? Nice to see you again. I mean, we found the Geats. That's about it. 38% Geats, which was an upgrade to our gear. We also found the Raven Frost. I can put that also in the text here, but I don't remember how good it was. I think it was an average Raven Frost, right? Raven Frost. Did we find anything else? A unique ring. What was it again? Oh, it was so bad I don't even remember. It was the Raven Frost. What's wrong with me? Already too tired for this. Yeah, I think those were the two notable drops, right? 232.16. Yeah, we gave that away to Daru-chan. Daru-chan. Sorry. 16. With two children playing secretly, I mean, don't need to play secretly. Just play. Maybe at some point you can play with your children together. I think Diablo 2 is not a kid's game, right? Maybe age 16 or something rated in Germany. Also switch to controller. Nice. Yeah, it's so much smoother playing Blade Free Sin. One of us. It was really fun. I don't know if you saw it, probably not, but on the first letter day when I played with the 8-man group, at some point it came up that I was playing with controller, and the other guys were really curious on how it works and stuff, and some of them then tried it out because they had a controller lying around. And yeah, I mean, you can switch on the fly for your inventory management and stuff, so it's pretty great. Why do you feel bad if you get an Annie? I mean, it was basically for free, right? Or did you like sell any SOJs for it? Any Annie is a good Annie. I'm pretty happy with mine. I'm not going to hunt down like D clones and stuff. If it happens, it happens. But I mean, I guess there's an argument for getting a better one. But I think the spawn in Asia was like sometime this morning, my time zone. 13 Tal Russia spell. Anybody need that for free? Yeah, multipass find item is like so great. I mean, but if you like, I think I made that argument yesterday. It all depends on your kill speed, right? If we are doing 1 minute runs right now, maybe we need 2 minutes with a barb. We have find item, but still would be net less drops. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, sometimes it's not bad to get started with some gear, but one of the biggest parts or one of the biggest challenges is to find your gear, like to find your Shaco, to find your war travelers and stuff, and it is fun to get excited about those drops. Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like I'm getting some traction with these live streams, and I'm really grateful for that and happy about it. And also people coming in and like are excited to see a build that not many people cover or even play, and is interesting and is successful, so they get inspired by it. I mean, that's great. The Asia walk was 2 AM CST. 2 streamers who organized it triggered exactly on time. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was in the middle of the night, right? I was reading up on it in the morning. That's what it was. One question: would Pattern or Malice be better for cons farming at the start? Always budget gear, of course. I did a lot of testing on this, and it seemed very similar to each other. Like, the nice thing with Pattern is that you have more resistances and more attack rating with it. So I personally would, and I did, go with Pattern. I felt like it was overall the better choice. But also I ran like Hasaru's boots and belt, which gave me a lot of attack rating, more than just the 850 or something, and it works with the 200% to attack rating or something with the Blade Fury as well, so it was a lot. So there might be an argument for doing Malice if you don't have that much attack rating, since it lowers the defense of the monsters. But since both are very budget, and I mean you can get the runes, except for the Thal rune, I guess. You can find that on normal as well, I think, but most of the runes you get early and you can just try it out. You are not sure, but both work in a budget. I tested both of them. Yeah, if you have double Hasaros, that's great. That's very, very solid. And my first upgrade, and I really recommend this, was getting a Laying of Hands for the 350% damage to demons and the massive fire resist. So if you do want to trade something, then this would be the go-to. Ooh, an axe. Death Spade. Yeah, the base, I think I used like a normal base or something. I'd need to go back and check, but my base wasn't good as either. Wait, did I even use Pattern? I definitely used Pattern in my playthrough for the Hardcore Assassin. Hey, RX Needle. But for this character on ladder, I think I found a decent rare weapon. Yeah, I found a good rare weapon. So this can also happen. So a rare weapon with good stats on it, good mods on it can also be a very good choice. Only 2 to all skills. Oh no. This is going right to the... I don't think anyone wants this as a gift, of course. Any like spear sons out there in the chat? Hey Sam, nice to see you. How was your day? Thanks for stopping by. Pink Hippo Gaming. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you have a great day, evening, morning, wherever you are. Thanks for the lovely words, and thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it's a nice build. We're going a bit slow today, but that's alright. So I can give out the Eric's Needle if someone needs, and what did I find? Yeah, Tarashas if someone needs Tarashas, Inferno Strides, I don't need them. I don't know, this rare Rune, I think I will sell it. I don't know if anyone wants that. What weapon are you using? Hey, the Deadly Sin, hello to you. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. I will show my gear after this run. I think it's a good stopping point at 6 runs. Good. Managed to trade for 5 open socket F thrash and homunculus. Roll that 191 def, 25 res obedience. Nice. Obedience is very good. It's very strong. Thanks again for the motivation to start running draft. Decided to do it on this smiter rather than respec the assassin for now, but it's good to pick up the habit again. Cool. How does it work? Is it going good with the smiter? I have zero experience with a smiter, I have to admit. And, I'm not a Uber's player. I did Uber Tristram like 1 or 2 times and I hated it. Like, I don't know, I just let others do it and just pay for the torch or something, or just farm the keys, but not a fan. So I have no experience with the smiter. But I figure it would work well in Travincal, right? If you can kill them quickly. Sam, you take the EMF belt? Yeah, you can have it. I will make a new game after this run on Europe servers, and you can join. Exile and Grief just makes it feel so trivial on P1. Okay, if you have Grief and Exile, then I guess. So for the gear, we have Natalia's Mark as our weapon, with an F rune in it for the minus target defense. I don't know, I'm not sure if we still even need it. We have almost 12k Blade Fury attack rating, but there it is. I can put an Ist rune in it for magic find. I may do that, but then there's no turning back, right? Because I don't want to waste the Ist rune. We have Natalia's helmet for perfect topaz, then perfect topazes in the armor. We have an Atma Scarab for amp damage proc. We have a Rhyme Shield, Natalia's boots, a rare ring with 13 magic find. We still need a nasal ring. Teresha's belt. We still need like gold wrap or string of ears for more protection. Raven Frost, laying on hands, and different attack rating, fast hit recovery, magic find, small charms. Also a Geats with 38%. We found that today. Yay! And a torch and an Annie. 209% MF. And there you go. On the offhand, we have a CTA, which rolled 564, which was self-found. Did I find the base? I think I traded the base. I don't know. And the Spirit Monarch Shield. But we found the Ohm Rune. That's the more important part. And self-made, I guess, the CTA. Okay, let's do this run and then make a game for Sam on the Europe servers. Damage obscene. Yeah, I think Smiter is great. I mean, it's also single target, of course, but Smiter all around. There's also like this hybrid Fist of Heaven Smiter build, I guess. So you have some sort of AoE damage in certain areas, and also have like the strength of a Smiter. I'm not a huge Paladin player. It's a very powerful character. Laying on hands, so if anyone needs laying on hands, I give that away, so you can start your Blade Fury Assassin Travincal farming. So let's do Goner 7, password 7. Sam, if you wanna join. Kaizen, hi, how do you have that much attack rating? I got almost the same gear and only have like 4k. That's weird. Let me check. So if anyone needs laying on hands, I gladly give that away. So let's check. We have a level 27 Blade Fury, which boosts up our attack rating by 270%. Like, the torch gives +3 to skills and also 16 to attributes, and it adds like 1.5k attack rating, as you can see. The Annie, around 800 attack rating. The Ravenfrost, around almost exactly 2000 attack rating. So if you like drop all that, it's... Oh wait, let me quickly drop that. Yeah, it's monster like 2000, 1500, 800, which I don't know, it's already 5000, right? What else do we got? It gives a lot of attack rating. I guess Atmas gives 20%, which apparently is only 400 something. Also those charms, like 42 attack rating amounts to almost 300. We have another one. And another one. And it all adds up. So yeah, there you go. Like if you put some of those in the stash, you have like 6.9k. So it's a huge buff if you have some charms. And of course the Torch and the Annie got lucky on that. Yeah. Dexterity does increase in attack rating. Yeah, that's right. Can I show it anywhere with only dex on it? I don't know. Don't see it. But yeah. Like the helmet of Natalia's has 30 dexterity. What else do we lose? Oh, 3 to assassin skills as well. No, that's weird, but maybe I can do it like this. Like 30 dexterity is like 600 attack rating. Yeah, I have 180 hard points in dexterity and overall 284. I only have 191 vitality though, but since we're ranged, we're doing fine. So you can aim for max block, which is also great for this build. I have too much dexterity now because now I have a Torch and Annie. I can respec and adjust this, but dexterity gives you a lot of attack rating as well. Okay, that being said, you're welcome, Sam. Good luck on the drops. Yeah. So like there's this impression that attack rating is an issue, but I mean, not that's the case with your build, but in general, if people don't put points into dexterity, then they have low attack rating, right? I mean, I know that everywhere or most build guides it just says like, okay, enough strength to equip your gear, enough dexterity to equip your gear, rest no vitality, but it's not that easy for every build. Especially for physical range builds. Also the bow zone and stuff also needs dexterity. This is here is almost the same, and since your kit is so great, like with Cloak of Shadows, with Mind Blast, with Shadow Master, you are safe from a lot of things. So sitting around 1000 life is enough. I have my hardcore Blade Fury playthrough, and I have like 950 life on that. With budget gear. Since it was a playthrough, so. Max Dex Power Zone, yeah. Because it also dexterity gives plus damage on your Blade Fury and stuff. Didn't even realize, because OBS does not show it, that I have like 35 viewers. Welcome to all of you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. To all lurkers, to all that put questions in the chat or comment on it. Feel free to shoot your questions. I hope I can answer them. And yeah, and usually I give away what I don't need here. Managed to find a survivor of 3 sockets. Nice. Has it something else on it? But I mean, it's... yeah, but it's good enough for pattern. Or even like malice, if you decide that way. But I'd try the pattern first, see how it goes. As I said, I had good experience with it. Also, being ethereal would be the icing on the cake, right? Because Blade Fury does not reduce your durability, only Blade Shield does, but you don't need to use that. Using a pattern on a white 3-socket normal weapon. Yeah, so it is a significant upgrade. Good luck on your enhanced damage roll. Seems like a natural fit to watch when it recommended the stream, since I found your videos when I was searching info on Blade Fury Sin builds. Glad it contributes. It's great, man. It's really nice to hear that like live stream or videos get recommended. And really, it's really great. I think it helps when people are participating, like liking and subscribing and commenting. So if you want to help me out, then please do like the stream, do like my videos if you like them, and consider putting down a comment and subscribing if you haven't already. I did a ton of videos on different budget builds for Diablo 2, especially on patch 2.4. Did some other videos as well. And now, since the ladder dropped, I am transitioning into live streaming. Just trying to find my groove a little bit. I'm fairly new to it, so bear with me. Hope to continue to inspire some people to new builds, to some variety, to the Blade Fury Sin. Answer some questions, help you out, all that good stuff. Maybe at some point have a little community, right? Just discussing and talking about all Diablo 2 Resurrected, helping each other out.
Not in town.
I mean, I do have a Discord, but I'm not sure if I'm at that point yet. I don't know. I want to use it to build like this community. Maybe down the road would be nice, but it's also like additional kind of work that you have to do. You have to moderate it, and you have to watch out for those bots and spam and stuff that can happen. And I'm new to that as well. Like, no idea about that. Ah, damn it. There you go. Kuras is nothing. I think that's famous or something. Or I pronounced that wrong. Which of these builds is easier to get going in your opinion for ladder start, early farm, Bladesyn, Bowerson, or Summon Neck? Well, since I'm playing Bladesyn, I'm a bit biased. But the Summon Necro is always a great choice. Bowerson, definitely not. Not at all. Bowerzone is still an end game build. You can rock something like a Freezing Arrow Bowerzone with some other damage type mixed, but no. I mean, I haven't put out videos for each build that I tested even. I mean, I also tested the Bowerzone to clear the Travincal on Hell in a budget gear, but it just didn't work. Which was unfortunate, but happens, right? But like, Summoner is great for things like cow level, for playing through the game, for being very safe, for large open areas where your summons can shine and can block the damage, while your mercenary gets like one or two kills in, and then you can corpse explosion. And Bladesyn is more specific target farming, like Travincal and maybe Eldritch and Shank, and maybe Pindle. I need to try that out. Could be great. I mean, let's try that after the 100 runs here. But for Pindle, I want to have like more Magic Find. I think the 200 is too low. I want to like have something like 400 Magic Find or something. $51 ED, kind of low. Is it? What's the variation on it? I need to get some water. Rune words. Pattern. 40 to 80. Well, yeah, it's kind of low, but it's not make or break. Like, it's fine. It's still fine because there's a lot of elemental damage as well. Freezing Arrow Immolation Arrow Hybrid works as a starter and then just get an inside bow. Physical bow is weak about gear still, yeah. I heard that people go like the inside bow route and are pretty much fine. I guess Light Fury Sun is still just more efficient all around than Boas. Yeah, for also specific farming, since at start you don't have infinity, but you are very, very strong in the cow level. Sorry, in the cow level. But for me personally, I still think Summon Necro in a budget is more enjoyable in cow level than the Lightning Fury Sun, because you like you have to herd all the cows and then run around and not get hit and stuff, and I don't know, some necro seemed more chill to me when I tested it. But you might already be familiar with that video showing off a few builds in budget for cow farming. Poison necro is also not bad. Didn't I give you the Travincal, or was it someone else yesterday? God. Ah, yeah, nice. It was really a surprise. There must be a lot of Necromancer players or people curious about it on my channel, because like the Necromancer videos, like I know they got a lot of views or like more views than other videos, I'd say. Like Druid is not so popular, it seems. Like the videos I did about Druid were not viewed as much as the Necromancer videos. Then again, it could just be the algorithm of YouTube being funny and recommending my videos one day and not the other day and something like that. For the fast run on chest in Game Changer, I didn't even realize that it has 40% faster run. That's awesome. Since you don't have something like burst of speed or any other skill that gives you faster run speed, only the boots. It's great. Set amulet. Here we go. Is it Tal Rushers? I don't know if you saw that, but that was one of the lucky finds at the start. Like my first Travincal runs, my first set amulet was a Tal Rushers. Gave me the opportunity to go ahead and get the Natalia's weapon. Good dance. Son of a gun. He was hiding good. Guess we can put in the Ariok's needle here, but it's just like +2 to skills. But it's kind of a rare find, I think. Yeah, I'd like to see what each character players uses. Yeah, that would be fun if they like have some statistics about that. But if you go into public games, it's like mostly if you even happen to get into some or see some Bale runs or something, it's still mostly Sorks and Paladins. I mean, those two character classes also got better and have more variety now, so were widely popular before. But I don't think that's bad. Like for people like us that play a different character, like a Necro or an Assassin or something, it's great because our items that we need are not that expensive, right? I mean, there's some overlap, like with Shakos and stuff, but like who in the hell wants Natalia's set? Not even the Trapsins want it. But there you go. Because yeah, for Trapsins is not good. Or something like Trangul's set. 3 pieces. Compare that to Tarasha's set. Oh boy. I mean, Tarasha's like body armor is like so expensive. Because of the demand. Or torches. You can see it at the torches. That's a good example, I guess. Like a Sork torch or Pala torch, even late into leather or on non-leather, is still like expensive. And on non-leather, something like Assassin, Barbarian torches, Druid torches just get gifted. How much did you pay for the full set? I paid a Wax rune for the weapon. It was on day 2 on leather, so if I had waited like weeks or something, probably I would have gotten it for less, but I wanted it early to be more efficient at farming. And I found the Tarasha's amulet, which I traded for a Vex, so basically I traded a set item that I didn't need for a set item that was a very huge boost to my build. And for the armor, I paid a a Pal rune, which maybe was also a bit much, because shortly after I saw that someone was offering for a Lum rune. But yeah, that happens on start of leather. And the helmet and the boots, I think this was just like, I don't know, not much, like a Fal rune or something. And quickly after that, I found them myself. So overall around the Vex rune, I guess. But now, a couple days later, I bet you can get the full set for even less than that. Maybe a Gull rune or something. Because the only really expensive part is the weapon, because it is a rare find. Like, it does not drop very often. It's one of the rarest weapons or drops in the game. I was told. I mean, I could look it up, but the demand is not really there, right? So up until a point where the market is oversaturated with that weapon, it might be a bit more expensive, but then you would just pay like nothing for it. It gives you a lot of survivability for Travincal farming and the necessary damage that you need. But I don't even think my damage was boosted that much compared to the budget gear wearing Laying of Hands, because I had a nice rare weapon. But the survivability just went up a lot. So that I could respec and spec out of the Shadow Master, for example, and get more damage. To then have faster clear speed. 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. You don't want to proc Atmos? That's okay. But the Natalia set only starts to shine when you have the full set. Before that, the set bonuses aren't really that good. I mean, the weapon by itself is good, but like the set bonuses are not that great. The individual parts are fine, like the boots and helmet give nice resistances and strength and dexterity. Come on, Atmas. Let's go, proc. There we go. And the armor, we also found the armor, which is also funny. We found like every part is except for the weapon, but we can't find the weapon in Travincal, so we found the armor with 2 sockets. So what you want is 3 sockets, of course, and then you can like individualize it. You can also put ED jewels in it to have more damage. Like I also tested this out. You can have like 40 ED, maybe even 40 ED 10 MF on a jewel, and socket that, or maybe even 40 ED 9 max damage or something like that to boost your damage. You can put in that in the weapon. Sorry, in the armor. So it has some flexibility. You can put in perfect rubies at first to give more life, or like me, perfect corpuses to give more magic find. There you go, a G face, a G face. Hey, Kung Fu Dugong, you come in the right time. We just found a G face, which we still need for our transitioning out of Natalia's build. I'm playing on PC, but I use a controller, an Xbox One controller to be precise. Because it feels more fluid with Blade Fury, and I like it. I also play it with other builds. I play, I guess, 90% of my time on PC with controller. There you go. There it is. I think take a quick bathroom break. What a beauty. It's always nice to find something that you still need. G-Face. So the odd life but not console. Yeah, it transitions to the like design of console if you pick up your controller. Like it's fluid, like this is keyboard and mouse, and if I like press anything or use the analog stick on the controller, then it transitions over to the other layout, right? Which is nice that it's on the fly. This is on ladder, yes. And now we have a G-Face. 35% chance of crushing blow, 15% deadly strike. It's so nice. Whew. Love it. Love it. Let's do 19 runs, and after that I want to see how Pindle goes, just to feel it out. Maybe at some point we do some Pindle runs, but again, I don't love it if you have like under 300 magic find, under 400 maybe. Like the council is just better if you can do it like in the same speed, and for Pindle you have like one more loading screen in between. Flamberge. I think this is Ripsaw. Rip. Just, oh, wow. My game crashed, and it kind of does it every time. Like, I need to look it up on my past live streams, but it could be always around the like 80 run mark, which is odd. Dreadsvillage, I just got my offense wire with 3 sockets. Dev mods are +1 Dragonfly, +3 Lightning Sentry, and Blade Fury. Wow, that's nice. I mean, I personally don't use Lightning Sentry, but Dragonfly and Blade Fury alone. Rats on the find, man. Ah, nice. At 97, been running 4, man. Wow, are you level 97? On non-ladder, I assume, right? Is Heavy Belt a Training Belt? No, it's not. It's Infernus, I think. Battle Belt is... No, Troll Belt. Troll Belt is Training Belt. Like you have Heavy Belt, it's the normal version, which is Infernus something. Then you have Battle Belt, which is, I think, Magnus something. And then you have Troll Belt, which is the elite version, that is Triangles. So don't worry, if it's a Trang, I pick it up. Also, I think we still get like decent XP here. I mean, not like the greatest, but if you consider that we are farming and getting XP, it's not that bad. Just like 1,000 more runs and we have a level up, right? Something like that. Troll Bell is trying, yeah. What did I say? Did I say Troll Bell? Not sure. Heavy Belt, Battle Belt, Troll Belt. Should be the... Yeah, or Irathas, yeah, you're right. Irathas or Infernus, something. A low set for sure. Never found a Trang Belt. And it's really nice because it has cannot be frozen on it. And I think some life and stuff. It was odd. Sometimes my controller is doing weird things, I swear. But the amount of hours I played on this thing, I'm not surprised. I'm more surprised that it's still there. Let's take the ruby. I think we needed to cube something up, potentially. $15 more runs for the day. So if anyone of you needs a Tal Russia spell with 13 MF, I still have that to give away. Also have an Ariok's Needle with +2 to skills. What else do we got? Not sure. An IK weapon? Immortal King's weapon? You need that. Death Mask. I need a demon head, not a death mask. Death mask is just like black thorns, right? Lightning absorb. Spiderweb Sash. This cannot be unique, unfortunately. Ancient Sword. Think your black marsh map is bugged? No tower? Well, wouldn't be surprised if that can be the case. Sometimes it's very good at hiding. Like, I think it's a good starting point to look around. I mean, not now since you already explored it, I guess, but I heard that more often than not it spawns somewhere around or near the waypoint. Worst thing is if you don't have teleport and get like a river map. 2. Approaching the last 10 runs. I mean, a Geats, a Ravenfrost, a G-Face. That's decent. Still, I'd love to find a Rune. Maybe we are oversaturated for that, but something at least like Lem, maybe Malrune. Be nice. The 100% didn't spawn. No parts of the map unexplored. Wow. Quickly, make a bug report. So for anyone that is new to the stream, new to the channel, welcome, welcome. I'm Gonor. I'm doing like Diablo 2 Resurrected videos covering like budget builds and stuff. And since the letter started, I'm exploring live streaming my journey with the Blade Fury Assassin, which went very well in the first few days, and still we are going very, very strong. Quickly got our budget gear together to be able to farm Hell Travincal, and after that got some more stuff, traded ourselves to a full Natalia set, which just gives us a lot of survivability and the power to quickly dispose of the council members. So usually we do like an average of 1 minute runs. Today I'm a bit distracted by chat, which I like. I like the interaction, I like to answer your questions, I like to give out some gear if I find something that I don't really need. Like we gave away a Ravenfrost today, we gave away 2 Geats charms We gave away a Talrasha's belt. So I hope you have fun, you have a wonderful day, and I really appreciate you coming here into the stream, lurking, commenting, chatting, asking questions, whatever you want. Usually I do like 100 runs and maybe something afterwards. On Monday I gambled for some rings or circlets, I guess, as well. Yesterday we also did a quick chaos run and tried to reroll a grand charm, which really didn't really work. And today, after the 100 runs, I just want to see how Pindle goes, how fast we kill Pindle. Because I haven't explored that part yet. Yeah. And sometimes I miss skipping or going to the next run count, but it's no problem. Since if I do miss it once, I can just skip one run and it will average out again. Like doing 2 runs at 2 minutes. And then just skip one, averages out at 1 minute again. So that's fine. And it's less about the time now because we already explored that we can do 1 minute runs, which is nice. Ooh. Is this something? No, right? It's not a demon head. It's nice to find a superior base with plus 15 though. And yeah, it's more about like the run counter, like how many runs we did. And I already like did some bonus runs, I think 1 or 2, but they are quick. I don't know if we need the flawed emerald, maybe to cube up some runes, not sure. Eight more runs for today. Let's see what we get. Bam. And again, we do have to give away, I mean we don't have to, but we have some items, Tart's belt, IK, weapon, Ariok's needle, if anyone is in need of that. Demonhide boots, those are the disciple, not really worth picking up. I think like the disciple amulet, like it gives 1 to all skills, it's a set amulet, and I feel like it's rarer than Talrasha's. Like, I maybe found 1 of them on non-leather since D2 are launched, and I found like, I don't know, 5 Talrashas or something like that. Kite shield. I mean, nobody really needs Miller Braggers, right? Since there is Rhyme shield. I guess you could put in some Topaz or something, but don't think a Topaz gives MF and the shield, right? It only gives like resistances. Yeah, okay. I don't know if you hear the people outside. I'll close my window in a second. Topaz. Yeah, it gives lightning resist. But you can east Embler Breaker's shield. But who does that, right? Also, Rhyme just gives 25 all rest, which is also nice. I need to check if we still have like max resistances without the Rhyme shield though. If I want to transition to a Phoenix shield. Yeah, Perfect Torpor is 40 light rare, so who needs Miller Braggers, right? But I remember back in the day using it on weapon switch on my Sorceress mode tricking Mephisto. Can't be frozen on Rhyme, yeah, that's great. But now we also have like the what's it called? Wisdom in the 3 open socket helmet, which is also nice. I mean, it needs a pole rune, but it's great for like throw barbarians because of the piercing, also bower zones, I guess. Which might not use a Rhyme shield, right? So it's a great rune board, a great addition. And pole rune, I mean, you can get from Hellforge if you are lucky enough. I think it averages out at something like 4, maybe. Pull if elf is the wisdom rune word. Some reason I know that by putting it together a couple of times on the PTR. I really like that rune word, but on this build we don't need it, right? We don't have the chance to pierce. Yeah, Hellforge goes up to goal, yeah. Pull is like something as an average drop, I guess. But you can also like get something worse. Four more runs, boys and girls, I guess. YouTube statistics say that like 1.4% of my viewers are female, so welcome. Boom, code drop trade for laying on hands. Yay, great, there you go. I mean, I would have, yeah, we also have laying on hands, right? To gift. If anyone needs laying on hands, feel free to say so. And I gladly give that away. Not my first ones. I already found 3 of them in these Travincal runs, which is funny. But yeah, if you're using this build, laying on hands is like bonkers. And one of the first major upgrades you need and is recommended for Travincal runs. It's laying off hands, I think. I always say on hands, I don't know why. What do you lay off hands or do you lay on? I don't know. It's both weird. I paid a pole rune for my laying on hands, but it was like day 2 on ladder, so it is a very well sought after item for like Berserker Barbarians and I guess some Paladin variants. I don't know if Smiters want it. Again, I'm not a Smiter player, I have no experience with that build. Just says high fire resistance, 20% attack speed, even like Jabazon early on if they don't have like +2 javelin skill gloves, can use laying on hands. Yeah, congrats on the drop and the trade. Players only want it if they have either Last Wish or Exile. Cheaper builds want Drax for life. Ah, yeah, right, Drax. I forgot. Yeah, and Last Wish also has the chance to proc life tab. Right. Oh boy, Last Wish, man. It's like the... Hello? Can you please not run away? Thank you. Last Wish is like super expensive. What is it, like 3 jar runes or something? Not even sure. Funny enough, like Last Wish is one of the best weapons for the Bladesin, but as I showed in my other video, clearing P8 Chaos Sanctuary, there are other options that are like similar or even better in power level, and you don't have to spend like tremendous amount of runes. Yeah, since you can live leech, right? Last switch is like, have you met my friend Ja? That's true. Like making Last Vision an ethereal weapon and give it to your Act 5 mercenary is like the clear sign that you're rich in, or you have a lot of wealth. At some point had a lot of wealth in Diablo 2. Ja Mal, Ja Sur, Ja Bear. What the? Jeez, even a bird one is in there. Insane. I don't get it. Like you have 11, almost 12k attack rating, but we still only hit 86%. I mean, how much attack rating do you need to reach the cap? Or is it just I need to level up more? Because this is ridiculous. That's why we also run the F rune in the weapon and run the Cloak of Shadows to lower defense. Never did make one of those. Did most others for testing in Freelander. Yeah, for testing you can just you can make a Last Wish, but as you said, how realistic is it? I mean, I guess if I sell everything I have on non-ladder, woo, 7% MF charm. Those are always nice. There you go. At the end, we have another good drop. 7% MF SC. So not bad. Can you show items? Yes, I can, David C. And thanks for stopping by and thanks for asking this question. I will show the items. Let me just... where do I put it? I mean... I don't know. Just leave it there, I guess. We want to toss something out. Whoops. Okay, so we did 100 runs. I want to do a quick pindle, but first off I show my gear. Full Natalia set with an F rune in the weapon, perfect topaz in the helmet, 3 perfect topaz in the armor to get all that magic find. Add Mascara for amp damage proc against physical immunes because it breaks physical immunity of the Trav Council, the one member, the one super unique that can spawn with physical immunity. A Rhyme Shield, Talia's Boots, a rare ring with magic find. We want to get a nasal ring if we can. A Talracha's Belt with 14% MF. Raven Frost, Laying on Hands. Different small charms with MF, attack rating, faster hit recovery, life on it, resistances. Also a Geet's Grand Charm with 38, we found that today. And a Torch and an Annie. And on the offhand, a Call to Arms and a Spirit Shield. I'm sorry, a Spirit Shield. Losing my voice, so it's good that we are at the end almost. 216% MF, as we just found a 7% MF small charm. A little bit too much of strength and maybe dexterity, but dexterity gives us a lot of attack rating and also damage, and also strength gives us damage. And we have enough life as it is right now, but we could respec and optimize our stats a little bit, since we now have a Torch and an Annie, which we didn't before. As were the skills, 1 up to Dragonflight, because I like the mobility of it. Then on traps, 20 Blade Sentinel, 20 Blade Fury, and 20 Blade Shield. Shadow Disciplines, 1 into Cloak of Shadows, 1 into Weapon Block if we want to transition into a Dual Claw spec. around 11 into Claw Mastery to reach about 20% chance of critical strike, and the rest into Venom. So you kind of just do Venom and Claw Mastery then. Yeah. So let's quickly see how fast, I guess, we can do Pindle.
Not in town.
Oh, what's happening? Let's just add it to the run counter.
I should have known.
So we use Cloak of Shadows, we use a Blade Sentinel, and then we just rip through it, I guess. Ooh, you almost got me. Did you see that? I guess it's pretty fast, right? Let's see. Really cheap, but it works. I see. Thanks a lot. Maybe I make Blade Sentinel as well. Yeah, it's a lot. Like, a lot of people come in here and say that as well because they haven't thought about it or haven't seen my videos before. If you want to check that out, I have a lot on my channel, like also weapon progression on the Blade Sin and going from budget to mid-range to high-end gear. And I did start out with a budget gear. The biggest upgrade, if you want to do Travincal, is laying on hands because of the 350% damage to demons. And then the next upgrade is like Natalia's weapon, I guess. Next big upgrade. And then you just fill up with the other set pieces, right? Because the Natalia set just gives a lot of survivability, especially against the Travincal Council. But this piece here is like the first huge upgrade if you want to do Travincal farming. What are you playing on? I'm playing on PC using an Xbox One controller. Swapping in between mouse and keyboard and controller. Because mouse and keyboard, the inventory management is much better. And yeah. But I like the fluidity especially with this build on controller. You can do it with mouse and keyboard as well, especially if you use quick cast. Yeah, cleaning really fast. I mean, for the Travincal, we do an average of 1 minute per run from start to finish. I think that's a good time.
I should have known.
Maybe I should end the session before I do more Pindle runs, right? Okay, I need to reposition myself because these pillars block my Blade Fury. That's something to think about. End run. Let me quickly archive this and just do like 5 Pindle runs. I want to know the average time for that. I have Xbox too. Yeah, Xbox controller is really nice. I also play on Xbox Series X sometimes. But you cannot stream to YouTube from that, so that's why I'm here on my PC.
I should have known.
But you can stream on Twitch. Yeah, I mean, those are good times, right? Sanctuary, maybe? You mean like Chaos Sanctuary? We can farm Chaos Sanctuary. It's not like the fastest build for it, because we don't have the greatest AoE damage for a high density area. We have more single target damage, but we quickly kill single targets, so we kill 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it works, but it's not the most efficient build for it. Like something like a Foden or Hammerden would be faster than the Chaos Sanctuary. Or... Wait, I just noticed Blade counts as a melee ranged weapon that can proc things. Yep. It can proc on striking. On striking means that you need to hit the enemy.
I should have known.
But it does not proc on attack. Like if there's a chance to cast X on attack. Wow, yes, is more on physically immune. Are you kidding me? Let's see if we can break the immunity. We can. There you go. Yeah, it can proc things. Like if you use like a Voice of Reason, which can proc Frozen Orb on striking, it's already really nice. Also, the Chaos Rune Word has Frozen Orb on striking. But there are some weapons and items that have things on attack, and that does not proc. And funny enough, like the Chaos Rune Word has something on striking, but it does not work with Whirlwind. I don't know what they were thinking. Like you get Whirlwind and you get a kick-ass Frozen Orb on striking, but it doesn't work with Whirlwind. Exactly, because I would like to see an action. Well, if you check my channel, you can find, or you will find, a Players 8 Chaos Sanctuary run with the Blade Free Sin. That is in high-end gear, but you can check that out as well.
I should have known.
Just see how it works. Arcanas. Alright, so we have like up to 40 seconds spindle runs, which is also a great time if I want to do that, but I don't know. I mean, I would want to have more magic finds for that, and maybe we can even stack up on it, change some gear or something, since maybe we don't need laying on hands for that. We can use chance cards, but I really like Travincal, so. Alright, so this was again 2.5 hours of stream. I usually plan to make like 2 hours, and usually it goes beyond that. But thank you all so much for watching, for stepping by. Sorry, I'm already all over my mind. Thank you for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for asking questions, participating in the chat. If you do like this kind of content, please leave a like and subscribe, because then I know that I should make more of this content and I will make more live streams. And yeah, until next time, have a good time and good loots and good luck, have fun, and goodbye. Thank you. Enjoy your day too.